What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. I of course am JB, and yeah, in the recent videos trying to shed a little bit of light on some projects that aren't really spoken about much in the space, and today of course we're going to talk about the graph. What is the graph? What is its use? And of course we will take a look at the charts. Where is the price likely to be going for the graph? So what is the graph? Well, the graph is an open source protocol that is built on top of the Ethereum blockchain that simplifies querying data from various blockchain applications. And of course there is a giant index of blockchain data, similar to how Google indexes websites from the internet. So the graph allows the users to run subgraphs, which are small programs that gather and organize data from specific blockchains. The subgraphs are publicly available and anyone can contribute to them. The graph also utilizes the GraphQL query language. This makes it easier and more efficient to retrieve specific data points from blockchains. This is obviously in contrast to traditional blockchain querying methods, which can be very complex and obviously very cumbersome. There's also the governance side of the graph. GRT plays a crucial role in the protocol's governance. The holders can vote on proposals that obviously affect the development and the direction of the project, and also uses a wide range of applications, the likes of decentralized finance or DeFi, gaming platforms, and other data analytic tools. So as we look through their website here, we can see we are accessing the world's blockchain data, building faster, 100% less servers, this aiding you to create applications without needing to run your own servers. Costs are significantly less, around about 60 to 98% per month, boasting an uptime of over 99%. They then come on to the subgraphs. Subgraphs are open APIs on the graph that organise and serve the blockchain data to applications. Using subgraphs, developers and data consumers alike benefit from speedy access to indexed data. Tens of thousands of developers rely on the graph to create the best in-class user experiences. Over 200 indexer nodes, 1.2 trillion queries served, and obviously over 60,000 affiliated projects. And we can see how versatile the graph is. Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Optimism, Binance Smart Chain, Phantom, ZSync, Genesis, Moonriver, Moonbeam, Harmony, Near, Arweave, just to name a few, are all networks that are already supported by the graph. And if anyone is really interested how to use the subgraphs, well, the steps are simple. Create a subgraph to organize smart contract data or use an existing one. Step 2, easily access organized data with a simple GraphQL query. And step 3, you can effortlessly load the queried data into your application. Now all of that might sound a bit mind-boggling, a bit heavy to listen to, but the graph is ultimately a required project in the space. It's going to be huge going forward in my opinion. When we do come over to CoinMarketCap, well, we can see the current price of the graph circulating around about 15 cents. The circulating supply of 9.3 billion, the total supply currently sitting at 10.7 billion. There is no max supply, I won't vent on that one for today's video. And we can also see the storage of the graph here, Ethereum being the main contract to MetaMask, with the likes of Avalanche, C-Chain, Solana, Arbitrum and Near is easily stored. Purchasing the graph, very easy to purchase. The likes of Binance, Coinbase Exchange, KuCoin, OKX through the centralized exchanges, and of course on the decentralized side of things, the likes of Uniswap, SushiSwap, Bancor, PolkaSwap. There is easy access to purchase the graph should you desire. And we can also see here, there are over 3,000 subgraphs that have been deployed by thousands of developers. For dApps like Uniswap, Synthetix, Aragon, Aave, Genesis, Balancer, the list goes on there, guys. It's already been adopted, it's already getting coverage, and I do think the graph has the potential to go on and do fantastically well. Now the graph had a fantastic launch, has pulled back and has seen a really good price to obviously accumulate there. But should you not have, and you're looking to potentially accumulate, well, let's have a look at the charts for the graph. So first of all, we will start off on the 4-hour time frame, and Binance will be the data source for this chart. We can see the pullback that has happening ever since we did see, the price really see a good high here of 22.5 cents. Now we are looking for a potential pullback to 12.95 to 11.74. We can see this internal count, this A, B and C structure, targeting 14.1 and 13.45, where we did see on Tuesday 23rd of January the price falling into that area. And of course the price has now bounced up, testing out the 50 EMA, the 50 SMA, with the stochastics overbought on the 1 hour, the 4 hour and the 8 hour. A pullback further in the market is likely, looking to potentially bring us back down into that target area for the bigger C wave between 12.95 and 11.74. And when we bring it up onto the daily chart, well, we can see that push to the upside, falling short of its C wave target area, finding rejection between the 786 and the 882 Fibonacci levels. Now of course that is the 100% move of that A wave brought over to the B wave low on the 14th of November at 11.65 cents. That push to the upside did fall short, finding rejection and slipping on down. But what we can see on this daily chart, we have came down and tried to test out the 200 EMA, currently sitting at 13.68 cents. Bouncing up from there, testing out equilibrium, we may in fact see that price push on up to test out the 50 EMA, the 50 SMA, sitting at 16.33 and 17.19 respectively, before we could see a continuation to the downside towards that 12.9 and 11.7 cent level. But what we can see crucially here is the move to the downside would take us down into that typical retracement of the entire move to the upside, this falling between 13.12 and 8.68 cents. From there, we could look for a more bullish push to the upside. Time will tell. We will obviously analyse that market when we do see the price slip on down to here. And when we move on to the 1 week chart, we can see how the graph has slipped on down. We did see a tremendous launch for the graph like I covered earlier in today's video. 9,502% the graph managed to gain in just 56 days. An absolutely fantastic launch overall. But of course from there we have seen a tremendous slippage. 98.21% the graph has fell. This of course took 651 days to do so. So we have seen a fantastic drop in price. From that high of $2.88, we have seen it slip down to 5.1 cents. Is a return to its all-time high likely? I think it's too early to really be judging that. I do think the graph has got a fantastic potential. Now if we're looking at potentials, from today's price and a return to its all-time high is around about 1,700%. And considering its launch of 9,500%, it does seem underwhelming. But should the graph be adopted like I do think it will be, then I think that 1,700% is a bit reserved. And of course we are talking about that price potentially slipping down a little bit further towards the 12 to 11 cent level. And again, a return to its all-time high would be around about 2,389%. But I do think the graph has the potential to go on and surpass its all-time high. It is obviously far too early to tell. We can see the weekly stochastic is slipping to the downside, and it does still have further momentum, bolstering that idea of coming down to 11 cent. It may even come down a little bit further, finding support perhaps at that 8 cent level. We will analyse that as it does continue to move on down. So overall, it's just a quick summary. Where I think the graph is going. Its potential for that bullish market I think is huge. Adoption I also think will be massive for the graph, and I do think it has got the potential to really sustain itself in the cryptocurrency market. Should we continue to see adoption? Well, that all-time high of $2.88 really could be broke in my opinion. It's obviously too early to tell. We don't want to be too predictive. We don't want to say this is a 100x project. It may be a 50x project. It truly may be a 50x project. For it to achieve 50x, well, we're looking at around about the $5.96 level. Now, I don't want to say that's probable, but it's possible. Time will tell. Should this be adopted, as I do think it would be, then a fantastic opportunity may lie there for the graph. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's update, something a little bit different. Carry on watching content from the channel by checking out this video right here.